Ah! Hello, how's it going? I'm Julia, and for this video, I'm going to be doing a book unhaul. I'm getting rid of, I don't know how many books, I think like 70, but I'm not positive. So I'm just gonna jump into it. The first book is Blythewood by Carol Goodman. I've had this on my shelf for years, and when I got it, it sounded really interesting. I think I've just grown out of the phase of like shapeshifters and things like that. I think these are like birds. I'm not positive, but yeah, so I'm actually giving this to a friend. She wants it, so I'm getting rid of this one. Next one is The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek by Kim Michelle Richardson. I just saw this a lot, so I bought it. I actually bought it at a used bookstore, but I'm not gonna read it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Next is Till Death Do Us Part by Vincent Bugliosi. I don't know. But this is a nonfiction, like murder mystery. I'm just not gonna read this. I've had it on my shelf. I was gonna get rid of it last time, and I actually didn't, and I sat in my car for a good year, and I forgot about it. So I'm not that worried about it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Next is The Faceless Old Woman Who Secretly Lives in Your Home by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner. I bought this super interested, and I was like, oh, should I get this, or should I get rid of this? And then I found out that it is part of a series, and I'm not going to read the rest of the series, so I'm going to give this away, and then whoever wants it can have it. Next is Aurora by David Coep. I've heard really good things about this. I just don't think I'm going to read it. So I got it as an ARC from where I used to work, and I just don't think I'm going to read it. So someone else can have it, and they can enjoy it. Next is Bird Box by Josh Malerman. I'm just not going to read this. I really loved the movie. I thought it was great, but I don't think the book would interest me, because I think the movie was at times kind of slow. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Next is The Perfect Date by Evelyn Lozada. Yeah. This always looked super cute to me. I just don't think I'm gonna read it. And I read the reviews, and they are not very good. So I'm getting rid of this one. Next is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I watched the second season, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna read this. I got this in like a box with like a couple of other like first books in series, and I'm just not gonna read it. So I know it's amazing. I don't think I would like this. I should get like The Six of Crows. I think I would like that better. Next is Romantically Challenged by Marina Adair. I got rid of this one the last time I did a book unhaul, and then I ended up keeping it because I was like, oh, that sounds cute. I still haven't picked it up, so I'm gonna get rid of it this time, because I don't know, I just don't want it anymore. Next is Little Do We Know by Tamara Ireland Stone, and I think this is about twins. No, ex-best friends. It's YA. I think I got it years ago when Barnes & Noble did like a 50% off sale, and I just don't want it anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't want to read like the ex-best friend thing anymore. A lot of these are just books that I just like don't think I would miss. So next is Followers by Megan Angelo. Honestly, don't remember what this is about. Yeah, it's fiction. I love fiction. There's nothing wrong with fiction. I just don't think that I would particularly like this one. I don't think it's in my age range, but it does sound interesting. I just don't think I'm gonna read it. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Also, I don't think the reviews are that great on this, so it's going bye-bye. Next is Unpregnant by Jen Hendricks and Ted Kaplan. I bought this solely because I saw that there was a movie, and I never watched the movie, and then I was like, I don't particularly want to read this. I don't care about it. I think it would be like interesting to read, because I know it's like a road trip. I have learned recently that I don't like road trips. books. I think they're boring. And I think, actually, I read The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary, and I listened to it, and I really loved that. But I think it has to be done in, like, a certain way, because that one really made me laugh, and I don't think, this one seems, it's obviously more serious. So I just don't think I'm going to keep this one. Next is The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock by Imogen Hermes Gawar. This one actually sounds super interesting. It's kind of intimidating, and I don't know if I would like it. I don't know. I just think there's a lot. So I just don't think I'm gonna read it. I don't know, maybe I should keep that one. I have no idea. Next is Love in English by Maria E. Andrew. Again, just something I don't think I'm gonna read, so someone else can have it. Next is The Falling by Anna Todd. I got this as an ARC, again, from where I worked, and no one else wanted it, so I was like, I'll take it. And oh my gosh, there's postcards with Hardin and Tessa. I don't even know what this is about, but I'm not gonna read it. Not a big fan of Anna Todd, so it's gonna leave. Next is The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois. I bought this at Books A Million for like $7, and I just don't think I'm gonna read this. So it's very big, it's very intimidating, and my friend wants it, so I'm gonna give it to her. Then next is The Ark, running out of room. The Ark by Tori Henwood Hohen. I think this one is about like 3 people in a relationship. What is that? I don't think, maybe not. I don't know. I read the reviews on this and they're not good. So I think I'm just going to get rid of this. I don't think it would interest me. I think there's like cheating in this or something. I cannot remember why it's bad, but I just remember I was reading it before I put it in like my get rid of pile, and I was like, oh, maybe not. So, oh, it's a matchmaking service. So I'm not gonna read it. I don't remember why, but I'm just not gonna read it. Next is The Giver by Lois Lowry. I didn't know this was a series. I bought this when the movie came out, and I thought it was just like it was just one, and I was wrong. So I'm going to get rid of this because I'm not going to read it. This is one that I'm also kind of on the edge about because it sounds cute, but I don't know yet. So, but this is And They Lived Happily Ever After by Therese Beharry. It sounds cute. She's adopted, and she was in foster care. She was never adopted, and he is like kind of living out his dreams. I don't know. I just don't think I'm gonna read it. So this is an if. This is a maybe. I don't know yet. Next is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. I'm just, not that I don't want to like hate on YA. There are just some YA books that I don't think I'm ever going to read, and this is one of them that I bought when I was in the YA, and now I'm not. Next is That Was Then, This Is Now. This is also another maybe, because I read The Outsiders and I didn't know that there was a sequel, and there is, but, or maybe it's not a sequel. Am I wrong? I heard this was a sequel, but I don't know. I'm not positive anymore. Maybe it's about that neighborhood. I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to read it. So that can go to someone nice. And then The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. I'm just not a historical fiction person, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Next is Ashante by Gita Trellis. This one sounds super interesting to me. This is another maybe. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of this one. I think it's super interesting. It's like, she is 17, her parents die of smallpox, and so she's using dark magic, and this is honestly right up my alley. I just don't know if I'm ever gonna pick it up, but the cover alone is just gorgeous. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I know that there's a second one, and that is also another reason why I'm kind of iffy about this one, because I don't know if I'm going to read the second one, and I don't want to. I'm just not good at series. I'm not good at them, and I tried to avoid them. So next is My Plain Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. I don't remember what this is about, but I also bought it when Barnes & Noble did a 50% off sale years ago on like certain hardcovers. So I bought it. It sounded interesting at the time, but I don't think I'm going to read this. So there's that. Another one, We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. I'm not gonna read this one. I also read reviews and someone was like, he doesn't know how to write kids. And I was like, okay, no from me then. So I'm not gonna read this one. Next is This Is Where It Ends by Marieke Nijkamp. I just butchered that and I'm so sorry. I started reading this and then I put it down because I didn't like the writing style. So I'm just not gonna read it. I always think that I'm gonna like pick something back up and I never do, but this one I didn't like it. And a friend of mine read it and she was like, yeah, it wasn't that great. So it's going. Next is Wink Poppy Midnight by April Genevieve Tuklok. This one I have been putting on the get rid of pile for years and I just never get rid of it and I've never picked it up. So it's going. Next is The Devil and the Dark Water by Stuart Turton. This was another maybe for me. And if none of my friends wanted it, I was probably going to keep it, but a friend of mine wants it, so I'm going to give it to her. I saw some things on it and they were like, this is fantastic. And it was on TikTok. She was like, if you don't like long, drawn out, descriptive things about boats, this book is probably not for you. So I don't like super descriptive books. Like, I don't get descriptive, but not so descriptive that I'm bored. And that's kind of what I took from that. So I'm going to give this to a friend. Next is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. This is another maybe. I remember when I got this, I was so excited about it, and I just never picked it up. And I think it would be really interesting to read, really fun, but again, it's a series. So I don't know. So I could end up keeping that. I would probably get rid of it. Next is The Possibility of Somewhere by Julia Day. Another one that I just never picked up, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Next is Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi, or Cho. I'm not positive I'll say the last name, but this is I think it's a YA. I have another one of her books, and I've never read it. I think it's Emergency Contact, and I just don't think I'm gonna read this one. I don't think I am as interested in this one as I am in the other one, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Next is Small Blessings by Martha Woodruff. I don't remember what this one's about, but another one that I just don't think I'm going to read, so I'm going to get rid of it. You, Me, Everything by Catherine Isaac. This was another maybe, because it's like about a single mom, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet, I love that. But I just think that it's a little too much for me. It's about like a dad leaving and cheating and just being a dick. So, and then she falls in love. So, I don't know. Maybe I should keep this. I don't know. I'm so bad at getting rid of things. I'm the worst at it. And then The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles. This sounds super interesting, but again, it's another series, and I just don't think I'm gonna pick it up, so it's leaving. This one, I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Gilly Siegel. Again, another maybe. I don't know if I want to read, like, currently. That's just, like, in the headspace that I am, like, something so heavy. So this is a maybe. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of this or not. Usually, after I make these videos, they sit in our guest room for weeks, and then I decide. Next is The Revenge of Seven and The Fall of Five. I read the first 3 in this series, and the third book, I read it when I was a sophomore in high school. So that was like 10 years ago, 10 or 12 years ago. I don't know. It's been a very long time, and I don't think I'm ever going to read these. I got super bored with the third one. It felt like it dragged for a very long time, so I just don't think I'm going to read it. This one is going to be controversial. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Another maybe. I bought this when the movie came out. Fantastic movie. I loved the movie. Made me cry like a baby. Another reason why I don't really want to keep it. I don't want to read something so heavy for someone that I know is gonna die. Like, I just don't wanna. So, The Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. I just don't want this anymore. I watched a little bit of the movie and I didn't like it. So that's leaving. The Merciless and The Merciless 2. I think that these would be actually really good. I just have never picked them up. So maybe these are maybes. I don't know. I have to stop saying maybe. I don't need to get rid of books. I feel like I want to, because I'm overwhelmed with how many that I have currently. So I just don't think I'm going to pick them up. So they can leave. Someone else can have them. Next is The Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp. Another one that I bought because the movie came out and I just never picked it up. And then I read reviews as today and they're not good. So I'm getting rid of it. Next is Love at First Like by Hannah Ornstein. I just don't like I no longer like the synopsis of this. I don't like the plot. I think it's kind of weird. So I'm getting rid of it. The Lucky Ones by Liz Lawson. This is also sad. So I'm getting rid of it. I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I believe this is about twins. Yeah. And then they stop speaking to each other. When I bought this, genuinely, it was years ago, but I think I thought that it was, what is her name? Oh my gosh. Nicola Yoon, the one where the girl is stuck in her room. I think I thought that was this, because they have similar covers, and I was like, well, that's weird. I don't know why. I hate this. Why is that there? Give me that. I don't know, so I'm getting rid of it. 14 Ways to Die by Vincent Ralph. I don't remember buying this. I don't know why I bought it, but it's a murder mystery. It's YA. I'm sure I would love it. I'm just not gonna get to it. I have other things that I want to read more. Next is My Absolute Darling by Gabriel Talent. I don't remember what this is about either. I think this is about like a girl who like lives in the woods, but I'm not sure. That like is what I got from like the first sentence. I'm just not gonna read it, so it's leaving. Love Lettering by Kate Claiborne. Another one I'm just not gonna read. So it's going. I also feel like this is just a little too cheesy for me. So, which I love a good cheesy book. I just don't think I'm gonna like this one. So, next is Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. Another series and another like historical romance. I'm just not really into the historical romance stuff. I don't know. So it's leaving. Next is Ghosted by Rosie Walsh. Another one where I read the reviews and they weren't good. And I was on the edge about, so reviews decided for me. It's going. Next is one that I have read, To Drink Coffee with a Ghost by Amanda Lovelace. I really enjoyed this. I just don't want to keep it, so someone else can have it. Also, I think I might get rid of their other books as well. But I don't know. I think I need to get rid of some of the books that I've read that I don't like. Some Things I Still Can't Tell You by Misha Collins. I read this and I feel like Misha Collins hates his life. That is what I got out of this book, and I wasn't particularly fond of it, so it's going. Next is Almost Maine by John Carini. Apparently it's based on a play. I didn't know that, but I'm not gonna read it, so it's going. So another series, The Captive Prince trilogy by C.S. Packet. I think I'm gonna keep these. They have really good reviews on Goodreads, but they're also like, these suck, but you whip through them type of thing. And I'm very iffy on these. I think I'm gonna keep them, but I'm not like absolutely positive. I'm probably gonna keep them. I'm keeping these. Another one where, I don't know, I saw that this movie was so cute. So Every Day and Another Day. I think these would be super cute, but I also think that they'd be really sad. And it being only a duology kind of makes me want to be like, oh, it's not that bad. So I think I'm gonna keep these actually. I don't know about those yet. My Husband's Wife by Jane Corey, another one that I just don't think I'm gonna read, but someone else can have it. The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. I'm just not gonna read this. So, and my friend asked for it, so I'm gonna give it to her. Murder with a Cherry on Top by Cynthia Baxter. I think this would actually be super cute. I just don't think I'm gonna read it. And it's also, probably doesn't matter, but it's part of a series, and I don't want to read it. The Last Anniversary by Leanne Moriarty. I don't remember what this is about, but I'm not gonna read it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Ask Again Yes by Mary Beth Keane. Another one that I don't remember, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. This sounds serious, and I don't want it. Another one, Room for Love by Andrea Meyer. I actually think I might really like this. I just don't think I'm gonna read it. I think there are a ton of other books like this. Roomies by Christina Lauren was really good, and it kind of gives me those kind of vibes. Next is Diary of an Oxygen Thief. Something that I don't think I'm ever gonna read, and again, it's really a little serious and toxic, so I'm not gonna read it. But my friend wants it, so I'm gonna give it to her. Next is The List by Siobhan Vivian. I think I've started to read this, and I just decided not to. I don't think I started to like it, and I didn't like the writing or something, so I'm never gonna go back to it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Next is The Distance Between Us and On the Fence by Casey West. I have a couple of her books. I just don't think I'm gonna like these. I don't know. I might not. I'm just gonna get rid of them. There was one book that I read of hers, and it was the first chapter. I was like, no. So I got rid of it. Next is A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow by Laura Taylor Namey. I don't think the reviews are very good on this. I can't remember, but I just don't think I'm gonna read it, but it has a super cute cover. Next is Before I Let Go by Marieke Nijkamp. Again, I think I butchered that. This is another murder mystery about two best friends. One has to leave Alaska and the other one stays. And before the one who has to move away comes back, the other friend is murdered, and there's like secrets. So I just don't think I want to read it, so it's gonna go. Next is Last Year's Mistake by Gina Kioka. This was another one that I was like, maybe I'll like this. It's like a cute like YA, like they're best friends and they're like kind of nerdy, and she moves away and then he moves to the town. Like they have like a falling out. He moves away she moves away and then he moves to the town that she has moved to, and she's all like popular and stuff now. And she's like, oh my god, is he gonna is he gonna tell my secret or whatever? So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of it, but I always thought that like it seemed like a cute thing. Next is My Life with the Walter Boys by Ali Novak. This is about a girl who moves to a ranch with 12 brothers. I just don't want to read it, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Next is Plus by Veronica Chambers. This is another one that I'm kind of like, I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of it, but at the same time, I don't want to get rid of it. So I'm gonna sit on this one. But yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna read it, and that was probably why I put it in here. Next is Fight or Flight by Samantha Young. Honestly forgot that I bought this, but I started reading reviews and I've heard that they're terrible. So I also just don't think I'm gonna read it. I don't know. The guy's Scottish though, and that kind of makes me want to continue, like, keep it. That alone. So I don't know. Next is The Infinite in Between by Carolyn Mackler. Another one that I just don't think I'm gonna read. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not gonna read this one, so it's gonna go. Next is Far from the Tree by Robin Benway. This was another one that I was iffy on, but I just don't think I'm gonna read it. It seems sweet. It's about like siblings that were like put in foster care. I have no idea that the other exists. So next is More Than You'll Ever Know by Katie Gutierrez. Another one that I just don't think I'm gonna read, so it's going. The House Party by Rita Cameron. I'm assuming this is like a murder mystery, but I don't know. But it's gonna go because I don't think I'm gonna read it. Next is These Old Shades by Georgette? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Higher. Another historical fiction romance that I don't think I'm gonna read. And then last is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. I was super interested in this, and I just never picked it up, and also it's a series, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Someone else can have it, and they can enjoy it. But that's it. Those are all the books that I am or am not getting rid of. I have no idea. Like a majority of them I'm getting rid of. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All of my social medias will be linked down below if you want to follow those. And yeah, that's it. Bye.